How can I be a best service? What's been the challenge you've had since we last spoke last week?
I want to tell you congratulations on your new puppy. That is so cute. I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah, she's a little peanut. She got her first bath. We gave her the
Oh,
bath in the sink.
how
And
old is she?
10 weeks. So,
That's so cute.
yeah.
She's
She had
very cute.
three other brothers who were still there. There was 10 total. So,
Wow,
yeah.
that was a huge litter.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind
Molly,
of dog is it?
I'm sorry.
What kind of dog?
She's a cross between a Pyrenees mountain and a Anatoly something. They're guardian dogs. So she'll be probably
Big
90
girl?
pounds, 100 pounds.
Oh, wow, very big girl. Yeah, because she's pretty big for 10 weeks. Because we got Lola Beans when she was 10 weeks and she only weighed 3 pounds. She was like really tiny.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she's and she seems to be okay with the boys so far. She's been
They haven't bothered her?
they're no, they know that it's a puppy, right? Seamus has been giving her kisses.
Oh, that's very cute.
He took care of Fiona when she was a baby, so he kind of
Oh,
recognized
he's
that.
probably happy to have a baby again.
Yeah. And so yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Well, I'm glad I'm going to come out to the ranch and get to see her and
Yes.
play with her.
Yep.
Well, since I'm on, I have problems.
Okay.
What else is new? I still have not digested from this morning, but that's not really gonna do anything to hold me back, is it?
Well, no, but here's the thing. The information you're about to go give when you talk about your travel by design, when you talk about your network marketing business, when you talk about your income opportunity, it's all free content, right? When you speak, nobody is paying you to
No,
speak,
yeah, no,
but they
that's
are paying you with the most precious thing, their time.
yes.
And if people are looking, if people are having negative experiences more often than they're having positive experiences, statistics says out of the however many thousand thoughts we have a day, 80% of them are not in our favor. If they're going to listen to you, they have no reason to pay attention because they haven't paid. So we have to ask them to pay for something so that they can get value out of the experience. Most people wouldn't, most people will go start a franchise business and spend $1 million, 150,000, $200,000. They'll pay attention to the rules.
Yeah.
So when I say price doesn't mean it's going to be expensive, doesn't mean it's going to be the best version. The price doesn't always mean expensive. Price doesn't always mean you're going to get better value,
Well,
right?
and I think it's also price, as it's saying expensive, it's very subjective. I mean,
Absolutely, 100%.
your situation. Yeah. So,
So and that's what happens is that we wind up in the comparison mind, the competitive mind, as opposed to the cooperative mind, the cooperation. So if we look at how do we have a conversation with somebody and get them to want to say, I want some of that. What is it about your businesses? And I'm going to ask each of you, what is it about your businesses, your business particularly? We're having the conversation now, Silke, that people would say, I want that.
if they love to travel
No,
and
don't forget it. Don't tell me if they do this. What is the thing that people from your business that I want that gets answered? What is the thing they need to be asking, the thing they need to be wanting?
me,
Okay. And so they get you, then what?
I will help them with their business, or I will travel with them. I guess I'm not really understanding how you want me to answer this.
No,
Maybe
I want you to. So if somebody raises their hand and says, Selka, we need to sit down and have a conversation,
yeah.
it's because you triggered something in them You gave them enough information that they said, I want more of that. What is the more of that that they get that they want? Is it reduced travel? Is it luxury travel at wholesale prices? Is it what is it? What is the thing they want? What is your avatar desire?
It depends on them. I mean,
What is the avatar that makes perfect sense for your business model? What is it they're looking for?
any kind of travel, I would say. I mean, because we have two travel platforms. We don't just have one. Otherwise, I would say they're looking
Okay,
for
so what's the benefit?
they're
So
looking for a dream vacation,
okay, so what is the thing they
at
want?
a
What is it?
bottom price.
Get specific. What's the thing they want? They go, that's it. That's my solution. What is the thing you provide that they're looking for? So travel is the big picture. Narrow it down. What's after travel? What's the thing? Okay, I want to travel. What's the next thing that they want?
They they either want group travel or individual travel.
Okay, great.
I
So
asked them, how do you usually travel? What are you looking for in travel? Do you want to travel outside the country, abroad somewhere, or do you only travel in US? Because that
okay, so
some people,
the video you just told me all about where you traveled. Didn't tell me any of this.
Hmm.
You didn't talk about group travel. You didn't talk about individual or concierge travel, individual travel. You just said I went on all these different trips.
Oh, yes. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh my God. I'm like, what are you talking about? What video? I, yes, that's a video I specifically made for By Design because they asked me to make that to
Okay, so
attract
that's a
people.
testimonial for By Design. Got it. Totally
Yes.
get it. Okay, so what's
So
the
I wanted
question?
to just send that to you and see what you thought about it. But yes, this was
That's a great company testimonial. Little too
loud.
remember, too much of the same thing, too sameness kills. Whether it's loud or soft or energetic, too the same kills. So I'm not. There's nothing wrong. The volume, if they were in chunks, is perfectly fine. It's excitement. It's enthusiasm. I can't tell there's any excitement or enthusiasm because it was loud the whole way through.
Right. And I, in my defense, I made this video before I ever met you.
Got it. Totally good. Perfect. Awesome.
So I now realized that too when I pulled it up because I wanted to send it to Tom, uh, because he does like my energy. So I pulled it up and I sent it to you as well, but this
Got it.
was before I met you. So,
Love
but
it.
I
Love
did
it.
say
Love it.
to
Love it.
myself, I'm now aware of that. And I was like, wow, it's very loud.
So what is it? What is the thing your group traveler wants? What's the thing that a group traveler wants? And this
A
could be
group
questions that you
traveler
all should be
wants
thinking about.
group traveler wants the package be already created for him. He wants adventures included in it. He wants breakfast included. He wants to
So
be
that
picked up
when
at
I would
the
have a
airport.
conversation, so one of the questions that and this is how I would do a video. One of the questions I get asked is, what does your group travel include? We do a soup to nuts kind of scenario. We do A to Z group travel. We have travels that include breakfast. It includes transportation. It includes luxury hotel, whatever the things are,
Yeah,
because those
usually
people are.
five-star hotel,
Yep.
double occupancy. You can bring another person at the discounted rate. Also, you can uh, gift someone a trip now as well with your stars, actually. So there is so many different options. Yes, and some of them are all inclusive. Depending, like Mexico has been all inclusive, Punta Cana.
So rather than getting into the locations, let them reach out to you because don't give them too much. And what I
I'm
mean by
getting
that is say
hot now.
we have two levels of travel. We have the individual concierge travel and we have group travel. A lot of times people, when they're going with friends and family, they like to be able to go in group, but they also like to have all of their schedules laid out. They need to know where they're going to be, how they're going to be, what they're going to be. They want to stay in world-class hotels, and we have that covered. So if group travel is something that you want to do, reach out to me and let's compare some pricing, because that's what group travelers are going to do. They're going to shop and let them know that they can shop, but they also can get membership discount. You know, one of the things people ask me all the time is, well, how can we give such amazing pricing that can't be found anyplace else?
Well, what's really unique with us is that we literally brought bringing the dream vacations to the masses, because people usually
but
want.
Nobody knows what a dream vacation is unless you're in network marketing or you were in world travel. What I'm saying is you're speaking to an audience who's not your customer yet.
Most people should. I mean, I've never come across somebody that didn't know what a dream vacation is. It might be their dream, but what is different
But
with us.
dream vacation sounds like you're selling me. And listen,
Well, what would be, but I usually ask them first, what would be your dream vacation? What is it you like to do?
But you don't even, but you haven't even qualified them, because they're going to have such a dream vacation that they'll never be able to go on. So go back a step. How often do you take trips?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking. These are questions that I would use.
That you would ask. Okay.
That I would use to qualify people.
Okay.
You know, some of the things when we sit down and have and this would be a video I would do. Some of the conversations I have with people to make sure this is suited correctly for them is I'll ask them questions. How many trips have you been on in the last 3 years? Sometimes it's shocking. People who really want to travel haven't been on a trip at all.
Yeah, and they don't
we
have
can help them. You're not listening.
Okay. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that you have to create a space for the elegance of travel, because everybody hears anybody who wants to go on a group travel or go on a 7-day cruise, and where you do this, that, and the other, and you're in the hotel. People who come back from those things who don't have your services complain all the time. My bag got lost. I had to have the bag out at 6 a.m. I couldn't sleep. They ran out of food in the hotel buffet. And so everybody thinks that's what group travel is like. So when you're doing a live video, you might say, or a video at all, I get asked a lot, what makes our community travel, our group travel different? One of the things is that we probably have more opportunities, more choices for people to choose from than most any place else. We definitely have the high end of choices, where we're not trying to load up the bus to get 55 people on a bus so that we can make a profit. We're a sound company, been doing business for now over 6 years, and we understand travel. We've had over 5,000 people, whatever the number is. We've had over 500 people take a luxury cruise, whatever. Understand that what we're doing right now, what we have available, is an opportunity for people to become a wholesale member of a world-class travel community. And for that, you have access to group travel. You have access to concierge travel. You have access to things, in addition to travel, a variety of other tools and services that can even pay for your trips. The question is how long are you going to wait till you take your next dream vacation? We should have a conversation. There's probably a good chance that your dream vacation has already been slotted and scheduled. We're just waiting on you to book your ticket.
I think I have you do this video for me.
So that would be, I want them thinking, because travel, especially now, if you've seen the news, who wants to get on an airplane? Everyone's crisscrossing and this one's missing that one and that's on fire. And
just got on an airplane.
what's that?
I said Diane just
Diane's
got
a
on
trooper.
Yeah,
point,
I don't know what's going on with all the air. I mean, they just had another one that almost landed on top of another one.
Yep.
I
listen. Here's the thing.
I don't know what to
when
tell
we
you.
have a war on drugs, we have more drugs. When we talk about the problems with aviation, I'll be damned if we don't have more problems with aviation.
Yeah, it's
What
nasty.
we think about, we bring about.
But I don't think about that. I mean, I
No.
booked my ticket today to come to the ranch.
Yep, I love it.
Yes, I love it too, because I'd only booked the one going back home from the.
That's positive thinking. I only have my ticket to return. What about to get there? Well, we'll figure that out.
I was waiting till I could get a cheaper price.
Yep.
I'm very patient with that. So you think I should make that kind of video? Because the way
well, here's how it's easier to sell something that everybody thinks they understand. And what I mean by that is, guys, we think we know how to buy cars. I haven't bought a car in 20 years. Guy says that's what the price is, and I go, I think you could do better. And that's my negotiation skills. I think you could do better. And I have no problem walking away. So if they really want the sale, I know to go near the end of the month, right? So they can hit their numbers. But other than that, I can't tell you I want the V6 and the suit to blah, blah, and I want the fuel injected and blah. I don't know any of that stuff. The cars have changed in 20 years. My Hummer's a 2005. That's the last time I got a new car.
Wow.
So the way that I would sell something that everybody thinks they know is say, I get asked, here's another question. Travel questions answered, Silky's travel questions answered. When I travel to Europe, what's the biggest challenge when people go to Europe? What's the biggest challenge when people go to France? What's the biggest challenge when people go to Dubai? What's the greatest restaurant? And I would do these little 30-second snippets on travel that would calm somebody's fears. What's the question they have about cruises? What's the question they have about group travel? What's the question they have about concierge? What's the travel? And I would put these little 30 seconds. That's all they need to be. Silka's travel tips number 101.
All right, I'm going to do that. I started doing that like with travel hacks.
Yeah.
Travel tips. Any more catchy than that?
Then travel tips?
Yeah.
What's the word for hack or tip in German?
Tip.
Okay. What's the
I don't want to put it in German because then
no. Just what's the word for secret?
Geheimnis.
There you go. Travel Geheimnis. And somebody's going, what is a Geheimnis? And don't ever tell them that's German for secrets or something. But I would come up with something that is just a little bit different that causes somebody to go, well, that's not normal.
Well, when people think of me, they think I'm not normal. I get that a lot.
Well, good.
I get one day that I don't know anything. The next day I get a nice message from someone else.
That's why you got it. We always say, well, don't pay attention to the people that are negative. What I would say is don't pay attention to the people that have nice things to say either.
No, why not?
Because now you believe that's true and that's not. If what people say only one is good, they both have to be true. So I just go, isn't that fascinating? Love it. Thank you.
I did respond with exactly that.
Yep.
But not only to the one that was negative.
Yep.
The other one I thanked for the compliment.
And you could thank the other one too, go, outstanding. I love it. And you just keep moving on. Okay. So that would be my suggestion for you is come up with your travel Geheimnis or whatever it is, but I would call it something a little different than hacks or tips. or secrets, and just have some fun with it.
All right. I will definitely do that. I'm
And
excited.
you can chat or use your AI and say, what are 50 travel secrets for Dubai or for whatever, and see what
Well,
it
I've
comes up
been
with.
there, so I mean,
I
have
know, but
a world.
ask it for other things. See, oh, I did. That's right. I never even thought of that. That's all. Just use it to stir your memory.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Love it. Who's
Thank you.
next?
Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I have to get off at 7 to teach, just to let you guys know, so you don't
Okay.
think it just disappear. So I just wanted to share that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too. Who else? What's the things? What's the I want some of that? What's the solution your stuff provides? I have two on camera. And
Hello.
hey, there you go.
Me?
Diana's saved for a moment.
I'm it's a countdown till Saturday. I want to hear everything. So what was the question? What is the
So what's the
anyway?
thing? What's the answer you provide? What's the question your avatar is asking that you're the perfect answer for?
Which is a little bit of a twist on what I was thinking, but let me see if I can answer. I'm going to answer this.
Okay.
Shelley does well with the changing the way she looks at things, but she needs help with her physical being, physical attitude.
Okay.
Anyway,
so how are you the answer to that?
I'm not, but I got a guy.
Well, no, you got to be the answer to that.
I am the answer. I'm the answer. I have the answer for her, but it's not me that's going to.
Okay, what are you the answer for?
I am the answer.
Aliens come and take me yesterday. I'm no longer exist. So what are you the answer for?
I'm the answer. I am the answer to her whole body experience and worth her
Okay,
feeling.
so what's the question that's keeping her awake at night?
It's I know where I'm going. I'm really appreciate. Oh, anyway, she's very excited about having lit her spark, so to speak. But she doesn't feel like she looks like it.
Has she even lit her spark?
Well, she feels like she's getting closer because she came to me. She came to me with.
So her spark hasn't been lit yet. She needs you to help light it. She knows there's a spark. She knows there's a spark.
To uncover it. It's there. She just needs to uncover it.
Okay, but it's not lit.
Okay. But she doesn't feel physically fit.
Okay, so what?
To move on.
How are you the answer to that? What do you do?
I'd let her know that I work with a fellow that can help her with that.
But no, you are got to be the person.
But
you got to be the solution.
My solution is to put her in contact with the person who's going to make that happen.
God forbid they die. You got to be self-sufficient. What's the thing you do? Why is somebody gonna spend money with Louise?
Because she's the whole package.
Okay, so what do you do? What do you do for her? Your DMP. What do you do to make that money?
Am I creating a lack in my own DMP?
I guess. If you don't, if you're pawning people off to other people and not getting paid, hell yeah, there's a big
no. This is part of the package.
What's part of the package?
That it's a collaboration. It's like what I'm setting up with Ashley.
Okay. So how do they pay you? What do you do that they give you money?
I do for their clients fill in the gap for their clients with the mindset. They're there getting their lashes and doing all this pretty stuff, but they don't feel that they deserve it. They're just doing it because everybody else is doing it.
Okay, so what do you do for them? What's the thing you do? Give me you help them feel good, find their spark, commit.
Well, no, I have them see that they are worthy of these things, that they
Okay, so
have
how do you
worth.
so you teach them self-worth.
Yes,
You help them access their self-worth.
yes.
Okay. And how long does that take? What does that look like? If you were to somebody go, okay, I want a package, help me with my self-worth. What does that look like?
Well, the best package is the 12-week package.
Okay. So in that they get self-worth. What else do they get?
They get a hang on, I will tell you because I have it all printed right here.
So what's the value while you're looking for that? What's the value of them getting self-worth?
They get to be the person that they get to live the new identity of being themselves, not the mother, not the office worker, not the
But aren't they scared?
caregiver.
Aren't they scared to death?
They are scared to death, but that's where they get their confidence. I give them when they see their worth, they it's out of confidence.
So what happens when somebody gets their worth and then they shut down? They see their worth.
What do you
and they
mean
piss everybody else off. They piss everybody else off around them.
They've got another 12 weeks with me.
So what's the answer to that? Once they find their self-worth and so they don't have a divorce. Well, for 20 years, you never took care of me and I'm finally taking care of me and you don't want me to take care of me, then the hell with you. We got no kids. Let's separate.
No. This is this is the
That's the fear though, right?
well, it's possible.
It's not possible. That's the fear. They got nobody to love them anymore. The husband wasn't all doting on them. And the kids were there and they had a purpose. And now their purpose is gone.
Well, their purpose has changed.
They don't know that though.
It's not gone, and that's what I teach them is the change the way you look at things, so the things you're looking at.
So
change.
how do you awaken them that it's okay to have a new purpose? Are you telling me I shouldn't love my kids? That's not my purpose. They'll always be my purpose, right? They don't switch. They go, well, that's done. Next.
Well, we have our first conversation has to do.
Yeah, but this is before you have the conversation. This is drawing in clients. What's the thing you do that they go, holy crap, I need that. That's what I want. What's the fear they have?
They fear they have no identity.
Well, that's a big different than purpose. You can't have purpose if you're like, I don't know who the hell I am.
That's it. I'm wrong.
And that's right. That's why we're
they don't know what their identity is anymore.
Okay. So what's the words they use when they don't have identity? How do they describe themselves? How do they describe themselves? Not how you see them as a good human being and a purpose and potential.
Well, what has been the words that have been said to me, and I have said in that situation myself, is I don't feel seen or worthwhile.
Okay. So what if your video started off with, I don't feel seen. I don't feel worthwhile. Wasn't long ago, those were the words that came out of my mouth. Insufficient.
This is about the beginning to have them raise their hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have to meet them where they're at, right? Can't tell me, hey, listen, you get with me and we're going to find your identity and your purpose and your this. It's like, yeah, great. I can't even get out of bed in the morning.
Well, and a lot of times they don't they feel like crap because of their lost identity, but they don't identify it as lost identity.
So well, how do they mask it? What are things they do to mask their pain?
Shop, eat.
Well, is that in your videos?
Pardon?
Is that going to be in your, no, I'm saying,
Oh,
is
I
that
mean,
going to be in,
yeah.
how many of you, what do they call it? Somebody help me out. Shop therapy? No, what do they call it when they go shopping?
Therapy.
Retail therapy. So how many of you have a doctor's prescription for retail therapy? Because if you did, I want to know which doctor you're using.
That's cool.
How many of you? So what would you call it? And ladies, please throw this out. What's the thing? How would you describe the way you can push something down so far that you think it's not hidden, but everybody sees it?
Stuffing.
Okay, stuffing. My video would go stuffing. It's not just for turkey anymore.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You know, it wouldn't be so bad if the way we stuff down our dreams, stuff down our possibilities and our purpose and our identity, if it actually tasted good. You know what manifests from stuffing? Chronic disorder, anxiety, cortisol, poor sleep, heart attack. And then to ask for help, stuff some more. Just talk to your spouse and they said, I don't know what's wrong with you. Stuff some more. Go retail shopping, then the credit cards show up. Stuff some more. It is killing you to not free yourself from your identity of stuffing. I offer a one-on-one 45-minute unstuffing situation conversation to see how fast you can arrive at the purpose you said you were once going to follow. That's the thing that I hear Michelle say often. I just wish I could go do that. And then I'm going to get too, the only reason we have this property is because of her fear of we're going to be too old before we could ever get to the property. It wasn't comfortable. It wasn't easy. Mason was in his last year of school. We had to find a house. We had to find it within the school district. We had to find a place with that would take 3 dogs. And the discipline, the desire was so strong that we found a house within 3 miles of where we lived in the school district, took 3 dogs, and they thought we were the greatest renters on the planet.
So what you and forgive me.
No, forgive me.
I get so caught up in what you're saying, and then I'm trying to write it down, and it doesn't sound like it's right at all. I offer a 45-minute unstuffing to see if you can.
If it's okay, if you can find the space.
Find the space. Okay.
To give yourself permission to start doing the things you said you were going to do when you were 20 years younger. That time is here now.
Yes.
Hey, listen, and if we have a conversation and all you do is unstuff and, I don't know how many people that would know Friends. Do you know
Probably
friends?
all of them. They're 45 and older.
Okay, good. So listen, it's time to put on your Joey pants, your Joey your Joey
It's
turkey
me who might
pants.
not know friends.
Put on your Joey turkey pants and let's unstuff a little bit.
Was that an episode or something?
Yeah, he put on warm-ups. He put on warm-ups instead of regular pants. Let's not put on yoga pants. Let's go put on your comfy warm-up pants. Give yourself plenty of space and let's go unstuff a little bit. Listen, and if that's all we get done in the 45 minutes and that's all you want to do, I'm okay with it. I can use all the stuffing you got.
Yeah.
And what you might do
make it a little bit
is you go to your local craft store and get a pillow and get a bag of stuffing. And just go, the kids are gone. I should lose weight.
Oh, I like that.
Stuffing
That's
that pillow.
awesome.
And right on that, get a white pillow and on the outside write regrets. And don't show the word regrets till you got it all stuffed. And then turn it around and go, this is how most people live their life, full of regrets.
I love it. Just gobs of stuffing, stuff it in and just label it, call it.
And you can even stuff it under your shirt and your shoulders. Yep. We stuff everything on us.
It's a beautiful visual. I love it.
And people will remember that.
Yeah. Totally. I love that. That's awesome.
And when you grab it going, oh, here's, I was going to go to nursing school, stuff it in there. Here's, I was going to go take the kids to Disney World, stuff it in there. All of their regrets, all of the things that are keeping them from living their next version. Now, all of that, you flip the pillow around, it says regrets. Oh, by the way, I do have a dream pillow and that's unstuffed. God, that's good stuff, isn't it?
It's really good stuff.
Great visual. And women are typically visual.
Absolutely.
So I'd practice that, do a video, show it to me. And yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So what do? I help you unstuff the things keeping.
I'm an unstuffer.
I help you. I'm an unstuffer. I help you unstuff the things that are keeping you full so you can never nibble on your dreams.
Oh, snap. You're on a roll, Mr. Murphy.
Well, when it's there, it's there. Oh, a second serving for dessert? Well, I wouldn't have eaten so much. That's what we call stuffed. For the women, for the people that I work with, the women that I work with, they're stuffed too. And some of them are skinny as rails because they think they're too fat. Stuff it in. They think they're too old. Stuff it in. They're not good enough. They were never president of the PTA. Stuff it in there. They didn't go on the kids' trips. Stuff it in there. They went on all of the kids' trips. Stuff it in there. They just were never good enough. Stuff it in there. And when it's all said and done, you turn the pillow around and it says regret. They have a pillow, a beautiful looking pillow. Look at this pillow on this side. Doesn't this look nice? Fully stuffed. Pillow full of regrets. Oh, and by the way, if this is where all the stuffing is this is where you put all your stuff, here's your dreams. You are so full of regrets, you can't even nibble or stuff anything into your dream pillow. 45 minutes with me, we'll start putting some stuffing in your dream pillow.
Nice. All right, I gotta go get some stuffing.
And then you could even throw a dish towel in there. I ran out of stuffing. I got to stuff it with something. You stuff in a dish towel. We'll use anything. Pull a scarf off your neck and stuff it in there. We just got to be stuffing. We think stuffing, doing the action of stuffing, is busy. And all we keep doing is filling up our regret. One stuff, one thought, one stuff.
That's a really deep visual. It's really good.
I haven't seen it. So now that we're talking about it, we put it into the universe. Somebody's going to do it. I'd be the first one.
Yep, I'm I've seen that happen.
I might even do it. That's good for anything, right?
It is, it absolutely is. This in particular for women, they understand stuffing.
Yep. There you go.
And it can be anything from, all sorts of things that are good things, but they're using it for stuffing. Like, well, just like the self-care. That's what I had a conversation about it today with the individual,
And maybe that you talk about self-care, but we're so worried about taking care of everybody else, stuff it in there and then go back in and go, okay, I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to get my nails done. Go pull a little piece of stuffing out and stick it in the dream pillow. How's that looking?
Yeah, and that's exactly perfect. That's perfect. Little piece.
And then when my husband or your spouse sees, oh, wow, you got your nails done, your hair done. How much was that? Take it out of the dream and put it back into the stuffing. It's not even worth it.
Yep. Oh boy. You've hit pretty much all the points. and then there's the guilt that comes.
Well, then go, and that could be across generations, right? So go have another guilt pillow. You got a regret pillow and a guilt pillow.
Well, it's not all going to be in one video.
No, I'm just saying, but that's another pillow. Hey, listen, you saw me do the stuffing pillow. We're going to do some more stuffing today. What's your favorite stuffing recipe? I can tell you this one's about guilt. Favorite recipe for moms are guilt stuffings. Oh, some of them will tell you their secret. They'll tell you the secret ingredient. My grandmother used to do it this way. Our generation does it this way. I'm not even from here. I'm from Iran. And so now I have to deal with that guilt. This is the way we did it in Iran. This is the way we did it back home. Here's my guilt stuffing pillow. And type in the chat some of the things you used for your guilt stuffing. Oh, look at that. Sally said, blah, blah, blah. Stuff it in there.
Oh my goodness. This is so fun. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not even. This went in such a better direction than I was going. Thank you. Thank you for pulling me out.
Well, but this is where I got to ask, you came up with stuffing. And because we're so into the forest, we can't even see the trees. So I went, oh, stuffing, that's like a recipe. And boom, now all of a sudden we have all of these pillows. And you can get a little tiny pillow. I don't know how small you can get a pillow that you could stuff and go, oh, here's my dream pillow. I have big dreams. Compared to what? Stuff. Oh, dreams are full.
Yeah. Yeah.
One child stuff full, second child stuff full, but now then you take your dreams and you can throw all of those into the big dream pillow. Well, you can just you'll see what happened. Imagine doing a live seminar on that.
Child raising, I mean, in the guilt, not even in the guilt.
But imagine doing a live seminar with that, giving everybody the part of their $200 package is they get their own stuffing pillow, their pillow to stuff.
Yeah, I see it.
It's better than a dream board.
And the big pillow is their little dream that they had long before they threw it away and shelved it, and they got to go find. They don't even remember it.
Yep.
This is awesome.
This is called Mastermind. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Diane.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Diane. What are the things you solve?
What do I solve?
Yeah, what's in your business when people go, I need Diane because she can fix that.
Um, I'm trying to think of the conversation I had with one of the girls on the weekend. And she goes, I want some of that. Um,
Was it Mahealani or somebody else?
yep, it was Marlon.
Mahe Alani.
Hey, Alani. Gosh, I keep forgetting how to say her name.
You need some help with that, I can tell you.
What?
Turning positive into negative, finding the silver lining when they can't see it. That's what you do.
My husband's telling me.
I heard him. He's awesome.
That's awesome.
You heard that? He's way over there.
No, well, yeah, we
Heard
can
it.
hear that.
He's right.
Yeah, truth carries.
Okay.
Well, so
John,
yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell you a Christmas card I gave her. It was a snowman, and he opened up his sock, and then it was two pieces of coal. When he opened the card, he put the coals on his head and he can see. He said, I can see, I can see. And I said, Merry Christmas to my wife, who always makes me see the things that were always there.
Aw,
There you go. That's my wife. See?
I love it. I love it. Look at what 2 days away does for him.
4 days.
4 days away. Look what it does for him. I love it. You know, so Diane, you can have some fun with it. Hey,
Mhm.
listen, I help people slide into the grave saying, holy crap, what a life. Now, I know that's not your language, but I don't help people limp into the grave. There's no more limping into the grave. You're going to live a full life, a complete life. I help people continue to live healthy so they can continue to have their dreams come true. We all know we have too many people that know they're declining. You don't decline around me. You got to own that. You don't decline. There is no, we're not talking about, you are not going to get a subscription for tennis balls for your freaking walker around me.
Yeah,
Because
and
people, they think that this is normal. I help people age in beauty and in grace and with speed. Nah, speed isn't the right word. With energy.
I always say energy and vitality because I say I want to be that healthy senior that's active and that has vitality and stays active with her grandchildren.
Yeah. I have people tell me all the time. So what does active mean to you? Let me tell you what it doesn't mean. Getting out of my bed, limping to my easy chair so I can sit down and flick through the television station. That is not an active lifestyle.
And that's what they say. Well, what do you do? And I say, well, I just went skiing with both my grandchildren. And in the summer, we go hiking and biking and kayaking and paddle boarding. So
how many steps? So do you have a step counter? I don't know that you do.
well, my daughter gave me this watch. Yeah, it's kind of does it.
Okay. So if you were to average, since you've had that, what would you say your average steps are? Just think about it. And here's my point. Listen, if you did 10,000, I do 70,000 steps a week.
Mhm.
And those are on my slow weeks.
Yeah.
I understand. I teach vitality. I teach health. I also live a vital lifestyle. I live an active lifestyle. I went skiing this past weekend. Listen, and the reason that I know it works for me is because I've been using the product. And you get to say, and all of you get to say, I don't teach theory. I don't say this could work for you. It will work. I'm looking for those who are just tired of not being able to do what they want to do when they want to do it.
Awesome. Because that's giving the story to what you actually do. To give it
I just came back. Listen, I just came back from Dallas, a 4-day flight. It didn't take me 3 weeks to recover going, oh my God, I had to fly and go through airports and walk and travel and sleep in a hotel I'm not used to. None of that. That's not a vital life. Oh, and by the way, what I went to go listen to was so invigorating. I couldn't sleep the whole Friday night. I was up all night, and Saturday took all my notes, went to sleep, got up, took the plane home, got home, had a little delay. I didn't get home till 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what? My grandkids wanted me. They wanted to talk to me that next morning. I got up and we talked to them.
actually, my son and my granddaughter called me on the way to daycare and wanted to know how my trip was, and she wanted to say it was we always say I love you to the moon and back and twice on Sunday. So she didn't get to say twice on Sunday because I was Sunday. So it was really cute.
So, and again, and listen, I see spring chickens, but they don't hang out in my nest.
I love that.
But just have some fun with it.
Mm.
Listen, I get so aggravated because I see people who have vitality, who have life, and they've chosen to put it on the shelf.
Mhm.
I'm so convinced that what I've been doing for me and my body and my family for the last 20 plus years will work for you. I've partnered with a company that will give you a 6-month empty bottle guarantee. Now, tell me, do you think maybe you might feel some difference in 6 months? You'll feel it in a day, probably. But what if you could rest assured? I know, listen, I'm a senior. I come with some trepidation in making sure that I make a good decision. I've partnered with a company that lets you confirm your good decision, not 1 month, not 2 months, not 3 months, not 4 months, not 5 months, 6 months. And if you don't see, the only way you're not going to see a difference is either you're dead or you never used it.
I know my sister-in-law had it in the cupboard. I found it.
To tell that story, my sister-in-law said, I'm not sure it worked for me. You know what happened? Don't tell her. Don't tell her I said that. I found it in her cabinet.
Mhm.
And maybe instead of your sister-in-law, in case she watches it, going, I had a neighbor say, I'm not sure the stuff is wrong. I'm going, you taking it? Well, I went over there and I saw him open up the cupboard and there's all the stuff.
Mhm.
Their cupboard was the healthiest cupboard in all of Nova Scotia.
Well, my girlfriend's mom, the lady that introduced me to this, her mom just turned 104 and she's smart as a whip. Like her cognitive, she is just, it blows your mind. And she doesn't look 104. She looks like
And is she using the products?
Well,
Listen, I'd ask her if you could do a video with her. I'd love to celebrate you. I'm not asking you to tell her, hey, listen, you're 104. How can you find, how are you able to find the bathroom? Because you aren't telling me that it should work or could work. You are living proof that it works. You do the things that people are like, how can you do that? Very well. Why do you ask? People say, how do you go skiing with your kids? And now you know what my answer is? Very well. Why do you ask?
I know they're like, and you're how old? I said, it's just a number, right?
But listen, I would start to own that. Oh, I've got 7 more trips planned this year, and those are and I don't even know the ones that I'm going to add yet. Love you, Soka. Does that make sense?
It does make lots of sense.
Just start owning it.
Well, that's the thing. It's drawing attention to yourself.
Well, it's It's allowing yourself to be seen for the value you bring. You're not drawing attention to yourself. You're not the little kid crying wolf. Listen, I'm good at what I do. Well, if that draws attention to me, so be it. But I have something that most people my age wish they had: vitality. There's a lot of people who are comfortable in their finances. They've adjusted their lifestyle to that. But you know what they don't have to adjust their lifestyle to? Sickness, discomfort, lack of mobility. You don't have to adjust the fact that your knees hurt. Why? Somebody tell me why. Well, I'm 70. Screw that.
And that's one of the things with people, they always say, well, you know, when you get old, you have a little bit of memory problems, you have hip joint pains,
And what's your response to that?
I said, I always ask them, well, in what age group are you? And I
You know
said,
who says that?
"Oh,
People who are senile and people who have memory loss. Talk to me. I don't have memory loss.
yeah, and that's what I say. And I tell them my age and they're like, no, you're not that old. Yeah. Yeah.
I would definitely, it's a I forget what university she's out of. It was a female scientist with the guys into the monastery.
Oh yes, I heard that.
I would go Google that and say, did you know that, and speak to the music of your time.
Mhm.
I'm not going to guess, but I'm just going to throw it out. You know, when BB King started playing and the sock hop came on, or whatever it was, or Elvis started singing, you feel younger, don't you? They actually did a scientific study. Took these guys, put them in a monastery, played music on the jukebox. I was like 10 years ago, I was like 50 years. To think 10 years ago was 50. Holy crap. I was 50 when I learned that juke was Juke box. I didn't know it was a juke box. I thought it was a jute, Jute box.
See, they say you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I guess so. And I had juke boxes in my bars. I said, you need to come fix the jukebox. I never said jukebox. Somebody goes, what do you call it? I said jukebox. Where's the K? There's no K in jute. It's a jukebox.
It's too funny.
But start asking all of the questions that you get at. You know, I get asked a lot. And you could do things like, is it possible for somebody who is possibly your age to go skiing, to go hiking, and to not have to have a week of recovery after each? I think it is, because that's me. Tell the stories of what that person wishes they could do. And those are the things that you've done.
Well, that's what my son said. You know, we got home on Thursday evening and he goes, you're leaving? How early tomorrow? So well, my flight's at 7, so I have to be at the airport at 5:30, 5:45. He goes, okay, so that's why he called, to see how I was doing and how it went and all those things. So I think I amaze him sometimes.
I think you amaze a lot of people. You're like two pieces of coal on top of a head. You help people see things that's right in front of
them. Yes.
And start owning that, Diane. You prove it. And you're not drawing attention to you. You're helping people. Somebody who wishes their knees bent, they would be on their knees praying for you. They need you in their life. There's grandkids who aren't going to get picked up because Papa's back hurts or Meemaw can't. They're afraid to leave the kids with Meemaw because she's gone around the bend.
That's true.
What have you allowed yourself to become okay with giving up? Because your health is declining. I'm the avenger of wellness. You can fix your body relatively quickly if you get the right nutrients. And here's the thing. It's an over-the-counter. It ain't even prescription. You can get it mailed to you. You know how we talk about stuff comes, everybody wants their Canadian pharmacy stuff?
Mhm.
This comes from Costa Rica. This comes directly from Costa Rica with science that is backed after 25 years, peer reviewed, this reviewed. And here's the thing. How long would you like a guarantee? 2 months? 90 days? 120 days? Try something for 120. Who lets you take a car home for 120 days to try it out? And if you don't like it, send it back, empty tank gas.
Mhm.
Go to Walmart and try what's the Irish butter? Kerry butter. Try the Kerry butter and try it almost to the last tablespoon. And then go, I didn't like it, and take it back. We have 180 days. It's unheard of. You know why they can do it for 180 days? Because if you use it that long, we couldn't come pry it out of your hand. They're a smart company. They've been around for 25 years, 26 years, publicly traded. They got responsibility. Oh, and by the way, I don't think health should be on loan. What do you mean by that? I don't think if you miss your medication, they take your health away. I don't think your health should be on loan. I think you should own your own health. I think you should, when you take a product, it should work in your body and you should be able to maintain that level of health. I don't think it should be on loan to the doctor. Well, we'd like to get you off these drugs. That's your health on loan. I don't think that's right. How many things are you still paying for? How many of you are hoping you make the next Medicaid buy-in or sign-in or whatever it is, sign up so that you can get your pills and stuff? That's ridiculous. I don't think your health should be on loan to you.
I keep getting letters because the way our health system is, when you turn 65, you have to apply for this pharmacare thing. But it's like $350 a year. And then they'll cover your medications and stuff. So I said, I'm not on any medications. I don't need it. And I have a health plan that covers if I had to go to the hospital and the only thing I use it for really is when I go and get massages and that kind of thing. So they said, so you're denying it? I said, well, I don't need it is what I'm saying. I'm not denying it. I'm just don't need it.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's give mine to somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I said, if someone else would probably use it more than me, that's great, but I don't really need it. So
yeah, so I don't need to pay for it.
No. So they thought it was horrible that I didn't do that.
Oh, would you send me $350 for my hydro bill next year? Why would I do that? Well, you're paying for something you don't have. Why would I pay for something I don't have? I don't need.
True. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Love it. What'd you learn? What'd you like?
There's a lot of gosh, I could do a lot of videos on just regular things that I do every day to get that message.
I would have some fun with it. And you can do it by taking the focus off of you by saying, I get asked a lot of questions. And so it's questions with Diane. It's vitality with Diane. It's take your health back with Diane. People ask me all the time, I'm 65 and use a number. I'm 62 and I'm getting ready to do this, or I'm 64 and I feel like I'm out of breath a lot. Listen, I don't cure, diagnose, treat, but here's some of the things that I would offer. Do you understand what glyconutrients are? And if you're like, I heard that, then you should have done more to investigate it, because science is saying that feeding the cells the proper nutrition is absolutely critical, and making sure it operates and activates the ATP in our mitochondria. I'm not getting sciencey on you, but what I'm saying is that you've got a powerhouse, and if you're sluggish, your powerhouse is junked up or not getting fuel or something.
Well, I had someone ask ChatGPT what glycans were, and they got a big long page or two of it. And then they said the company that carries that is. So she said, we need to talk. I said, whenever you're ready. Because I don't drag people anymore.
So rather than say, instead of whenever you're ready, just let me know how long you want to wait so that I don't get too excited thinking you want to do this soon. Let me know how long you want to wait to get these into your body that you just learned. Because I'm not going to drag you or push you or pull you. I just want to know how long you want to wait to start this wellness product, to start this wellness journey.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I started my own book now of Sean's answers to questions. Sean's questions.
I
and
love that.
So I have it all in one book. So when I go to do a call, I have it. I'll look through all my notes. So that's one of my tools I have created. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
And one of the greatest questions, right? One of the simplest questions is, tell me more about that.
Yes.
Is because even I'm like, well, what would I say now? Oh, you can always pull it right out from under your hat. Hey, I heard what you said. Tell me more about that. And don't be surprised if they go in a completely opposite direction.
Mhm.
Because if you're not hearing the answer right away in your own mind, it's because they didn't ask it wasn't the question they need answered. What's going to happen is that all of you are going to start to go, I don't really know how to answer that, because it's not the question that needs answered. You're going to say, I heard the question, I heard what you said, but I don't know. I must have had a senior moment, because I don't know what I heard. Could you say that maybe using different words? And don't be surprised. Well, that's what they were really asking.
Thank you.
You love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways?
I think Jane is trying to say something.
This is Jane, and I have a couple of things I wanted to say. One, Diane, of course, Missouri, United States has Medicare, and every now and then they call you and ask you how you're talking. This gal today, I couldn't understand a word she was saying, and I kept telling her that. She kept asking me about, was I taking this medication and that medication, and I kept saying, you don't have to worry about me. She said, I said, are you a pharmacist? She said, no. I said, are you a healthcare provider? She said, no. I said, well, I'm a pharmacist and I know my own medications and how to take them. It kind of like caught her off guard. And by that time, I was so aggravated at her, I hung up on her. But that's the first time I've ever had that kind of experience where someone would not listen to what you were saying. So I think that's one thing I'm learning is learning how to listen better. I'm nowhere near along as far as you all have been, because I've been focusing so much on my new apartment. And Friday and Saturday, I get to move in. So I am super excited because I've had some downtimes with it. In fact, I asked Sean the other day, how do I get rid of the negativity and have more positivity? And of course, right away, Sean said, just think of Teddy and all the people I've helped. And would you believe it? The next day is when I found out I actually had.
No, wouldn't believe that at all. What kind of horse pedal you crapping over here?
But I mean, I've been working my hardest to believe that I was going to get it.
Yeah, but look how easy it is to believe in Teddy.
Well, yeah. And then,
Yeah,
and
so
the
it's
fact
not
that
hard.
the fact that I don't even have him with me, I'm so excited when I do get him, probably around the middle to the end of March. I'm going to have him on the Zoom so you all can
I
see.
love it. Hey, listen, that's going to be the whole show.
Yes. But my main issue is I have been focusing so much on getting my apartment and getting myself out of this hole. I'm nowhere near out of the hole, but at least I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
And it's not an oncoming train. I
can see a little light there, and I was super excited today when I found out I definitely got the apartment. So now my goal is to figure out what I want to do and where I want to go and how I want to help people with. Obviously I want to use my pharmacy medical background, not so much to prescribe, but Sean and I have talked about this to help educate people on when you should take your medication, how you should take the medication. And I can also help you with over-the-counter stuff.
Yep.
That's what I love the most, is helping people like that. And so that's the kind of stuff that I'm looking for guidance and support and some ideas on how to go forward. Now, I'm not going to be able to get started right away because
no, totally get it. But the key is that I would investigate some of these things like a Google number, because it'll ring in. You get to give out a Google number that is not your cell phone.
Oh, okay.
And it'll call and it'll say Google number calling, which that it comes from a client that or somebody who wants to engage in your services of asking questions without having to give away your personal cell phone. Oh,
that's great, because I have so many scam messages I get. Yep. I don't know about you. I know I knock out at least 20, 30 a day.
Yep. And so I get probably as many, and I just block them. But I would look at for having inbound calls so that you're not having to listen to scam calls that you don't want to, letting it go to voicemail, that you have a conversation, but you can, I don't know what a Google number costs anymore. I'm sure there's other things like it, but you can Google number for my cell phone and you'll see a whole bunch of potential opportunities there. Okay. So I'd start to look at that. And I think it's wildly reasonable. It used to be free. I don't think there was ever a fee for it. Maybe there is now. I doubt it. But that would be the other thing. And then I would work on your Google form of what you would want what questions you would want people to answer, that when they answered them appropriately would make you the cat's meow for them. And you can actually, I'll show you when the time is right, how to create I'll create it for you, the QR code to put on your little business card.
Okay.
And you're good to go.
Okay.
And people can scan that with their phone and take the survey, and you got it. It's already in a database and all of that stuff.
Yeah. That's the one thing I know I've lacked in building up a good email listing. And so that would be beneficial in that respect.
100%.
So, but I'm, right now I'm on cloud 9.
Good. Let's get you to 10 and 11.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just know this has been a long time coming, longer than I thought. It'll have been almost 10 months that this has all started, and nowhere near finished. But I know I'm on the right track.
You're getting out of prison a little bit sooner than Mandela. He was 26 years. So you're doing pretty good. 10 months.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to tell you that, Diane.
I love it.
That when they ask them if is that your profession? Do you know what you're, and when they start blah, 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 that they don't know exactly what they're talking about, and because I know when they start telling me about my drugs, or I should be doing this or shouldn't be doing this. I say, are you a healthcare provider? No, why? Well, all they got is a sheet of paper with questions and stuff that they learned. And I just say, well, I almost have to yell at them and tell them, I don't want to talk to you. I know
Well,
what I'm
just
doing.
hang up. Just hang up.
Oh, I have a friend who taught me this. I kind of like to aggravate them. I mean, if they're going to keep calling me, I want to give them some.
Yeah, but that's the competitive mind. Just step
Yes.
out of it.
Yeah.
Go, hey, listen, you're taking time away from my teddy. Bye.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
So anyway,
Keep going. Can't wait. Saturday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
It's Saturday.
Friday, we're going to empty out my car and whatever I have at this extended care with me. And then Saturday, my brother-in-law's got some boys that's going to move my furniture.
Ooh.
I also lost a lot of stuff, but I asked him how much I had to pay, and he said, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of it. Well, knowing Mike, he's not going to pay for it. He's probably using these kids from that. He loves to help boys who are working on their Eagle Scout.
Yep, sure,
award.
absolutely.
And I'm sure he's got some of those kids coming over that are going to be.
Absolutely. They're doing it out of the goodness. They're going to get a merit badge.
Right.
Love it.
I haven't directly asked him that, but just the way he acts.
Let them have it. Listen, they're coming. They're doing it. Love them. You gave them a chance to have a great story.
Yeah, that's all I want to do is have them help me out.
They're going to say, listen, we got to go help this hottie pharmacist move her stuff into her apartment.
This old lady, they'll call me an old lady, but I may be an old lady, but I'm young at heart.
There you go.
That's what my mom used to always say.
The definition of old is anything is 15 years older than you are now. That's the definition of old.
Well, no. It's going to be, I want to live to be 125.
No, I'm just saying, but I'm 60, 75. I'm like, man, I used to think 60 was old. When I was 45, I'm like, what the hell? How'd I get here?
Yeah, the only problem I've had really physically is my knees are acting up, and I have to almost use a walker now. But
start listening to your jukebox music from the 60s.
Yes, I am. And also talk to Diane about some of her medications or her supplements that might be able to help me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they will change your life. They will literally change your life. As much as you know about pharmacy and interactions and all of this stuff, what this company has, I know the company, I know the science behind it. I know the CEO, the former CEO. I know what goes on in there. I know the farms that they get it from. Listen, 180-day money back guarantee. I can't think of anybody would be nuts not to try it.
Right. And that's what I like, that idea.
Yep. And I'd put it to the test, and you can just monitor. You'll be surprised. You'll be, oh my, I didn't even know I couldn't do that before. That's how powerful that content is and those ingredients are.
Because right now, if I get on the floor, I have to crawl to the bed or a stable chair to help pull me up.
Okay. Well, you'll be doing backflips. That's
fine with me. That's what I want to do, because then I can definitely live to be 125.
Well, you got to. They say flexibility, right? That's the key.
Right.
So this will definitely help that. Now, I'll just throw this out. Anytime your body gets on products like this, there's something called a wellness crisis as your body detoxes. So you're going to have to drink water, and Diane's going to tell you this and walk you through the whole thing. I'm just telling you. I've had too many people go, that stuff, it almost killed me. Well, that's because you were dying anyways, you knucklehead. It was getting the death out of you. Don't be an idiot. But I can say that. What do you mean? Well, any change is good, right? It did something. Yeah, it almost killed me because you were dying. Not a job. What are you, stupid?
No, that's one thing I've been really working hard over the last couple of months, is to drink more water versus soda.
Oh God. Yeah. Get that out of your.
I still have a craving for it, especially when I'm in a car and driving, but I'm getting better
Let's
at
get you a chauffeur so you don't have to drive and drink soda. So I love it.
so
Roz, how about you? You got your story?
Oh my goodness. I learned so much from what you told Diane because that is what I strive for. I always say I just want to be a healthy grandmom. So, I mean, so many tips that I could use.
So, but
Um,
all great, awesome, love it, wonderful, great. You're going to get on the hot seat. What the hell is your story?
that is my story. I want to be a healthy grandmom. I want to be
Okay, so
active.
then, have you ever used that in a video?
I did have used it in a video, but probably not the way I should. Not with some of the
Okay.
things that I heard you say tonight.
So I would say, hey, listen, I get asked a lot, what does it mean to be a healthy grandma? Like, and do the polarization. I can tell you what it means to not be a healthy grandma. You're overweight. You got your blood pressure way too high. You can't pick up your kids because you got to take an insulin shot. Listen, I don't treat, diagnose, or cure, but I'm just going to tell you, these are things that you're not. You wore your slippers out because your weight did too damn heavy and you got cankles. You ever hear the term cankles?
Yes.
Okay. So anybody not know what a cankle is? It's when your knees go right down to your ankles. You got cankles. You don't have any ankles. Right. So you get to say those things. Right. If you wear a bathrobe because it's not because it's in style, but because it's comfy, you got to get up and be active. You got to get out. You got to do things. If your idea of a walk is to go get the newspaper, that ain't a walk. What are the things that keep a grandma? What are the things that grandma wants to do that she can't because her health is killing her? How many of you can't stay up for the Christmas play because it's at 8:00? Summer's coming. How many of you got your beach body already? I'll be over here behind the post.
I love it.
How many of you are afraid to go see your kids because you got to walk through the airport? Just saying, listen, be a healthy grandma, be a good example. You have created a legacy that's being carried on. Why not make health one of the legacies you pass down instead of what not to be? Listen, in the Bible, there's red writing and black writing. I'd rather not be part of the red ink story. Be a little in your face. Right? You've seen some of my posts that are like, oh, damn. It's what's called a curiosity gap. I tell ChatGPT, help me create some curiosity gaps that are in your face that make me the solution. And it'll come back with a series. I'm going to go, no, I want tougher.
And you said it's called a curiosity
The
gap.
curiosity gap. So curiosity, you create this curiosity, but there's this gap that it's just not a curiosity statement. It's a curiosity gap because the question is, well, how do I fix that? And you get them across the gap. I have a meeting this week with CEOs of a company because of my curiosity gap. That's the only reason. They're like, we need to have a conversation to see if we could handle your mentoring. Like, I think you'll be able to handle it, but we'll see. I can promise you this, one of us will always have fun when we're on the call. Sometimes both of us. That's what my mentor would say. Just making sense.
Yes, so much.
It's you guys listen, it's time. There's no other perfect time better than now. And like now is a very good time. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of confusion. People are getting easily distracted, be it our politics or anybody else's politics or tariffs. More people know about more people are saying the word tariffs than they ever said before. There's more. I mean, you look at us in the United States, talk about a screw up government of chaos and just absolute wastefulness. $65 billion. And we haven't even scratched the surface. And the phrase, I think thou do protest too much, I think thou doeth protest too much, is a real big concern for the people who are protesting. You mean to tell me you don't want us to find fraud and misuse of products and $20 million, $25 million to make a sesame seed in Kuwait or wherever the hell it was? Are you kidding me? So people are, there's a lot of chaos and a lot of distraction. Be somebody worth somebody's attention. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Go have some fun with it. What'd you learn? What'd you like?
Well, I learned that there are, so like Diane said, there are so many things that I could do every day, just everyday videos. But that curiosity gap, I'm looking forward to doing that. And I just love again, I always say the way your brain works. It's like none other.
It does have its strengths, and it's also got some weaknesses. Like, they say a clean desk is a sign of a scared mind. My mind ain't afraid of nothing. Michelle comes in and she runs out. She's like, I don't know how you could sit at your desk. I go, because all I'm looking at is that light and the camera right there in the screen. None of this exists. So love it, love it, love it. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. Molly says hello. She got a bath tonight. She was sitting in my lap and I had to give her over to Michelle. Michelle had to take care of Molly.
What kind of dog is she?
She is a Pyrenees Mountain and I think Anatoly guardian dog. So her dad is probably 130 pounds, comes up to my waist. His name is Mo. Mo will chase me down in the truck because he loves me so much. I'll get out of the truck and he'll just come over and lean against me and I hug him and kiss him. And Lucy is probably just a little bit above my knee. She's probably twice the size of Beamish, about the size of Seamus. But they are, and she's a fierce guardian dog for their sheep. So Molly's going to be a good guardian dog for us. We needed a guardian dog because the other dogs just bark, bark, bark. But she knows what she's doing because Mo goes out and he takes care of the perimeter. And if it gets past Mo, it gets past Lucy. So that's why her name is Molly, Mo and Lucy.
Oh.
So yeah, she's already telling the boys. I haven't heard her bark at the boys yet, but all of the boys are, sniffing her. She's a little puppy and Seamus is giving her kisses because he used to do that with Fee. So he's like this. He's sitting in the corner like this big kid who's like, ooh, who's the new kid in class? I want to be friends. Can I be friends? So it's cool. Michelle's like, ugh, we have now 5 dogs.
Seamus is a dog.
Seamus is a dog. He is looks like a German Shepherd, but he's not. But he's got working dog in him. He's a big dog. He's probably 95 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Jameson is the OG. He's 14 years old. He is a Sheltie mix. He came out of a van out of the parking lot of PetSmart for $25. Beamish is a Border Collie blue tick healer mix. Seamus is the working dog kind of. He probably has a little not Doberman. What's the other one that looks like a Doberman? Big husky. No, I can't think of it. And then we have the Beagle mix something, because he's almost 80 pounds and he's just solid, a little bit twice the size of a Beagle, but not the size of a big dog. And that's Dublin. So we got Dublin, Beamish, Jameson, and Seamus, and now we have Molly, the little girl.
Wow. Teddy's small compared to those because he weighs between 12 and 15 pounds.
Yeah, that'd be James's thigh.
And he was, I used to volunteer at a wellness clinic,
Yeah.
and I helped the patients get their medications free through the drug companies.
Uh-huh.
And on Valentine's Day, they used to have a dinner dance and a silent auction. Teddy had been born on Christmas Day, so this is Valentine's Day.
Right.
I picked him up and I couldn't let him go. And he is the most expensive dog I have ever had because I used the money to pay for the clinic. I only put $3,000 in there, but it was just one of those things you just couldn't let go.
Yep. No, there's such a need. And we needed Michelle needed a little femininity around, right? Because it's me, Mason, and 4 dog boys. So I'm glad we got her. She's like, oh, I don't want another dog. I'm like,
well, she'll love the female dog very much so.
Yeah. I said, no, I'm getting her. I don't care what you all do. I mean, I put my foot down. I go, I'm going to pick her up now. So you don't, well, what if she's not there? Then we'll get another one. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to get a puppy. So you pick your battles. Once in that's like twice in 25 years. I go, it's done. We're doing it. I got 2 words for you, and neither one of them's happy or birthday. I'm going. Bye.
Yeah, I can't wait to get Teddy with me and show him off to you all.
We can't wait either. Looking forward to it. All right, Diane's got to go to bed. She's this young, vital, she's going to actually go out dancing. You don't know that. She's got her pearls on. She's going dancing. So I love you tons. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all where?
At the next event.
At the next event.
I love it, love it, love it. Y'all have a great night. Sleep well. Sleep fast. Sleep with dreams. Bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Sean.